In a tease for Spinal Tap 2, Reiner explains what the This Is Spinal Tap crew has been up to since the original film. Reiner directed This Is Spinal Tap in 1984, wherein he used a mockumentary style to chronicle the story of the tour of one of England's loudest bands. Reiner himself stars in the film as a fictional director, filmmaker Marty DeBurgi. In addition to Reiner, This Is Spinal Tap featured a leading cast including Christopher Guest, Michael McKean, and Harry Shearer. Quotes from This Is Spinal Tap still work their way into the cultural zeitgeist today, decades after its release. Speaking with Empire, Reiner explains what the team has been up to since This Is Spinal Tap. According to the director, all 4 main characters have developed their own interests in the years since their fateful tour. For Nigel, this involves running a cheese and guitar shop. David has stayed active in the music composition scene, this time writing original music for a true crime podcast. Derek has taken a different route, acting as the curator of a museum of glue, but has still written one symphony. Marty has been less lucky, struggling to get commercials anymore. What this means for This Is Spinal Tap 2. This Is Spinal Tap 2 sees the band with distinct interests. Reiner's updates about the Spinal Tap band tease what is to come in the sequel film. This Is Spinal Tap 2 was first announced in a shocking reveal in May 2022, wherein it was reported that Reiner would return both behind the scenes and on camera for a sequel. Since then, the director has teased enticing elements of Spinal Tap 2, including cameos from megastar musicians such as Garth Brooks, Elton John, and Paul McCartney. The sequel was confirmed to begin filming in March of this year. Spinal Tap 2 feels even more tangible after this most recent update from Reiner. While a band reunion is an easy impetus for a sequel plot, it will be interesting to see how David, Nigel, and Derek's disparate passions create comedy in the mockumentary sequel. Elements such as Nigel's cheese and guitar shop can create comedic beats of their own, offering creative spotlights on the lead characters before they eventually come back together. It will also be interesting to see how their musical sensibilities have changed over the years, creating fascinating character dynamics. Our take on the Spinal Tap 2 update. Spinal Tap 2's has strong humor potential. Spinal Tap poses for a promo image. Reiner's Spinal Tap 2 story update shows that the sequel has the propensity to be just as delightfully odd as the original. Even the names of the podcast The Trouble with Murder and Derek's Symphony, Hell to Pay, are hilarious. This bodes well for the script of Spinal Tap 2, which can combine creative one-liners with situational comedy sequences. Hopefully, Spinal Tap 2 can live up to this promising premise as it continues its development.